Hey, everybody. Ira Glass here. So we got this email at our radio show near the end of the last school year from a 14-year-old.
Hello?
Hey, is this Annie?
Yeah.
I called her up at her house in California and asked her to read it.
It says, Dearest American Life, I just escaped the whitewashed, brick-walled, iron-gated prison that is commonly known as middle school, and I'm finally out for good. But in all the time I've listened to your show, I have never heard an episode devoted to what goes on inside the walls of a middle school. I hope you'll think about it. Anonymous?
Yeah, you signed it anonymous, but then you actually, your email was signed with your name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had said anonymous because in middle school everybody's so judgmental, and I didn't want the kids to judge me or anything if they heard me on the radio.
Mainly, she says that she wrote to us because she and her friends were talking right after they left 8th grade about how terrible middle school was. And she wondered, was it just as bad for other people as it was for them?
You always wonder whether other people are going through the same thing as you. And it'd be cool to hear other people's stories about it and what they went through.
And if you had to explain to somebody, what are the worst things about middle school, can I ask you to just walk me through it? What is so bad about middle school?
Kids there are all in kind of socially awkward stages that the drama every day can be frustrating, and girl-boy things, or if someone likes so-and-so, and then no matter who you are or what you do, you'll get made fun of for it. Anything in the world you can get made fun of for.
In Annie's case, she had friends who smoked, so she got criticized for smoking. But then she also was made fun of for not smoking, for being too much of a sissy to start smoking. She was made fun of for coming from a bilingual elementary school where everybody learned to speak Spanish and spoke it throughout the day.
And leaving elementary school, I guess I thought that when I got to middle school, everyone would think it was really cool that I spoke Spanish. But when I got there, they mostly just thought it was dumb. I don't know if they were jealous or what, but they would make fun of me for it. Then they'd say we were all full of ourselves for that we spoke different languages and stuff.
Did it make you feel bad?
Yeah. I didn't want to stick out in that way. If I got a new sweater or something, say for Christmas, that I really liked, and I would really want to wear it to school or something, but I'd be nervous because, what if someone didn't like my sweater or someone made fun of me for wearing it? It can be hard to do even the smallest things because you're so nervous that people tease you or judge you from it.
That sweater example, is that a real example?
Yeah, it actually is. I worried about it so much. I also had a pair of moccasins that I'd never worn, and they're kind of my signature now. Everybody really likes them. They're ankle-high lace-up moccasins.
And how long did you have the moccasins before you actually wore them?
A few months, probably 2 months. I guess I just thought if people didn't like them, they would all make fun of me for wearing them. And I didn't want to stand out that much.
What could be done to make middle school better?
I don't think you can really do anything about it. Nothing.
We talked about this for a little while. She said basically, everybody comes into middle school as a little kid, and then you're going to have to grow up and figure out who's in what group and who you are and who's above who. And you'd have to figure that out somewhere at that age, right? Might as well be middle school. It was terrible, she says, but now she's in high school.
Whatever middle school was, it worked. Everyone's a lot friendlier, and everyone's lives are a lot better now.
Well, today on our radio program, for Annie, we look at whatever it is that happens in those mysterious years that we call middle school. We have stories today from all over the country, people lurching their way through these years when you're figuring out so much. We go to middle school dances and classrooms and down to the Mexican border. From WBEZ Chicago, it's This American Life. I'm Ira Glass.